So this is my typical food throughout the week during lockdown. So during the weekends, I usually have time. So then Saturday, Sunday, I am kind of making a lot of it. Saturday is mostly vegetarian for me, so I'm just making a dal and a sort of vegetable along with it to go. But I don't like it simple, so I'm making dal. And the other one is a little Chinesey because I like a little variation in the type of food I'm making. Hot dal is amazing, like amazing. So yeah, I cannot have a vegetarian without cottage cheese because call me weird, but yeah. So I need paneer in my vegetarian item most of the times, at least. So this protein and veggie that I'm making sort of lasts me like till Tuesday. Mostly because I like to have a combination of foods, and Monday, Tuesday, Wednesdays I'm usually not having much carbs this week, so it's mostly the vegetables and stuff, because of which I had to make a lot during the weekend. But it's also the best because I'm not having much carb intake and I'm doing a carb cycling sort of, and my proteins I'm making fresh on Mondays and Tuesdays, so that kind of helps work with the fitness that I want to maintain too, and it works for the best. So like I said, I'm making it a little Chinesey. It kind of tastes amazing. So it's got the veggies, it's got the paneer, it's got the cauliflower, so it kind of is like a wholesome meal. Looks good, trust me, and it tastes amazing. Try it as much as you want. So this is what I had for lunch, and with dinner I just had a little roti with it. So on Sunday at night I just had the dal and the vegetable itself, nothing else. But for lunch I had this grilled chicken with one breast. It was a big one, so it kind of like filled me up completely, because of which by night I didn't really have to have much. So Sunday was beautiful, like less stuff but good proteins, tasty, but it kept my whole tummy full. So Monday, this is the protein part that I'm making. I'm just making some scrambled eggs and turkey with a little horseradish sauce. It kind of gets the thing together. So that's what I'm heating up the dal and the vegetable, and along with that my protein goes the turkey, egg and spinach mix. And yeah, I was kind of munching on a cookie too in between, because food. I kind of compensated on my dessert with a cookie, so yeah. In the evening I kind of had cranberry juice with 1.5 teaspoons of chia seeds and a little lime juice and honey. Oh my god, this mixture tastes amazing. Have you guys tried it? And Tuesday for my protein I made sausages, a little bit onion and mushrooms. It did taste amazing. Like, you should try all this. Like, I think I put hot dogs because here mostly all the sausages are pre-cooked, and the hot dogs make more sense to me in this case, because I want the taste to be coming individually from the things I make rather than the already cured up sausages. So I'm putting oyster sauce, and everything just totally catches on to it, and it tastes so good. So this is my protein for Tuesday. So this is all I'm having. I'm not really including any carbs. So since Sunday, I've not had much carbs at all. But it's not like, I'm kind of starving. I'm kind of having the other things. And chia seeds is a really good alternative if you want to fill up your tummy and yet not screw it up. So that's the veggies, dal, and the protein for Tuesday. On Wednesday, I started my morning because I had a very early meeting at 9. So in the morning, I kind of had peach Greek yogurt with poha and fruit and nut trail mix. It was very healthy and wholesome, and it lasted me till I had a late lunch too, at 4 or something. So I didn't really feel hungry before that. It was so good. So good. Then by Wednesday, I get a little tired with work because this is my late evening. Since I get a little tired with work, I kind of prefer baking things, which is super easy over actually standing in the kitchen and making stuff. So I am just mixing this chicken, onion, sausages, and a little 2 pieces of bread, and I'm baking it up. This is my chicken bake, and it tastes so good. Mushroom and onions kind of totally. Wow. So this is after the baking. Tastes amazing. I usually have it with salad or something. On Thursday, so in the morning, I kind of had apple juice with ginger ale. I was kind of gonna grab lunch soon, so didn't have much. For lunch, I made fish. So this is flounder. So I'm cutting half of the onions to be put into the marinade, and the other half I am just cutting in chunks because I'm gonna put that into the blender. So it doesn't really matter how fine it is at this point. And some garlic too, because I think after I started using whole garlic, I just understand the importance of it. And ginger garlic paste is beautiful, no doubt, but this whole garlic is amazing. So I'm just gonna make a paste out of this. Salt, pepper, 1 teaspoon sugar, kind of blends everything in, so I do not miss out the sugar usually, and it's not much. So I'm putting a little bit of baking powder because I'm gonna put it into baking, and I really like that. So then I put all the spices I want, and then I added milk till the brim and blended it and kept it aside. So for the marinade, I just put a little turmeric, a little chili powder, and ginger garlic paste. That's it. I just marinated that, and then it goes straight into the baking pan. No fuss at all. So like I said, I'm super lazy on these days. All I do is just let it be and then not bother much standing in the kitchen because I have so much work. I can't afford to do this, but I still want to eat good. So yeah. Cheese. God level stuff. So yeah, another thing that the blended is kind of put up together, and trust me, I had this afterwards. It was so good. I put on 425 degrees for around 20-25 minutes. It was so good. So on Friday, my friends had come over for brunch. so I was only responsible for the dessert and the eggs. So for dessert, I didn't want to make much fuss, just made a chocolate cake. And what hazelnut cream does for chocolate cake, I can't tell you. Put a little bit of coffee powder just to get that intense color. Cocoa powder and sugar. I didn't put a lot of sugar because I was trying, my plan was to serve it with ice cream, so I didn't want to put much sugar into the cake itself. Like, it was not required. I just put it minimum so that it doesn't taste terrible. And I think this is the easiest way to make cake. I don't know what the fuss is about having cake to be difficult. Like, I just blend everything and I put it into the oven. It's so easy. So yeah, and baking powder, baking soda. Very less, not much. So I put a little baking powder now, and then just for the extra rice, I put a little baking powder later too. Once I blended it and I'm putting it up. I need a little bit more milk because I kind of put a little quite less of it. So I've just greased the the container with butter and putting up the mixture. And look how amazing it looks. Like, why would I do whisk? So here I put a slight bit of water on the baking powder and mix it up into the batter. Trust me, the fluff is different. It is really good. So for dinner on Friday, I kind of had the leftover fish from Thursday, and brunch, the friends of mine got stuff, so I was just making the cake and the eggs. There you go, that is the baked cake for 40 minutes at 350s, and that's how I served it with ice cream and chocolate syrup. Yeah, my friends loved it, so great. And for the eggs, I tried to make it a little fancy, so I kind of separated the white and the yellow and whisked crazy out of it, and I did that cloudy egg thing. Kind of worked great for me. So since it was raining after the lunch, I kind of also made hot chocolate because people were home till like 8 in the evening, and there was Pikachu for company. Why not? So I kind of made really good hot chocolate with cocoa powder and marshmallows, mini marshmallows. And the trick to it is, because the cocoa powder is kind of dense, if you get the thing right, you will have amazing hot chocolate in 2 whole minutes in the microwave. And that was my hot chocolate serving. So, wonderful week. Saturday, I'd start off with the other thing. As long as my carb cycling is done and I still eat good food, I have no problems in life taking care of my health.